not allowed to do is take pictures of documents inside of books.
Is there a reason why? Just take a couple photos, I'll be in and out. All right?
I can't approve that.
I can't give you the authorization to do that. Can I check with somebody first?
I mean, you can check with somebody too. I already got the authorizations from James
James.
Madison.
Who's he?
He wrote the Constitution. Chemung County Sheriff's Department.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, at the moment I am.
Yeah, there's not any recording allowed in the building.
I
I think
did.
it's a building policy.
You know, well, policy doesn't trump the Constitution. This is the Sheriff's Department here?
Correct.
Erie County Fam, Chemung County court officers here are trying to enforce this here policy over the law. And I'm telling you, mark my words, we're getting in there because we're not standing for it.
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they ain't got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing no more. I take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, I'm going to have to ask you.
Hey, do me a favor, keep away from the SWAT guys. Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
Down here today, it is October 20th in Chemung County at the county building down here. Looks like a castle. Got the county building, the clerk's office here. Across the street, it looks like we got the legal department. We might have to drop in there and check that out as well. And let's go make sure they respect their rights here in Chemung County. This building is pretty old, in 1894. The chandelier up in here. I'm actually just down here doing a story on Chemung County, and just come down here and take some photos of the county office. I don't need any help, thanks.
If you need to know where something is, just let us know.
Thank you very much.
The only thing you're not allowed to do is take pictures of documents inside of books.
Is there a reason why?
We have sealed records.
The sealed records in
Yeah,
here?
divorces and anything to do with the psychiatric center and the Supreme Court records.
And those are out in the open, like people can look at them, but they just can't take photos?
No, they can't look at them. We bring them up on the computer. The computers out there that have most of the records, there's a special code, and the only ones that can look at them are the attorneys involved.
So the ones that are publicly accessible aren't restricted?
You can access anything that's
Right.
public.
Land records are all.
We could take photos of what's public though, right? The public records that are public that aren't restricted?
Yeah.
I mean, the old books we usually let people do just because they're so
They're
delicate.
and
Yeah.
taking them apart,
But-
but everything else is on the computer. They just print them out. Our land records go back to the 60s on the computer, so most people don't have to.
Yeah.
If they're doing genealogy, it's the old stuff they want.
All right, thank you.
This is Lauren.
This walkthrough.
Is there a,
You ever seen a walkthrough card catalog? Holy crap, holy. This is a big records room. How you doing? I'm just working on a story on the Chemung County here and the county building and just getting some photographs in here. I don't really need much help. I'm just checking out what's available, disseminating it to the public.
What's that?
Just working on a story, disseminating to the public what's available here.
A lot of history here.
This is a pretty big records room.
And it's the old with the new.
Yeah. I've never seen a walkthrough card catalog. It's got a whole walk-through cabinet. Filing. All sorts of receipts. We'll walk right through. No, I don't actually need any help. I'm just here to take some photographs of the office and video recording. Working on a story on Chemung County. Thanks, though. Definitely a nice old building. I guess we'll go upstairs first. I did see a sweet spiral staircase in the corner of that other clerk's office. See if we can't come down it.
Next week, be aware, more trainers coming.
And see, the
Got
problem
more
with
cantrell
it
done, and dispatch, and then city keys is gonna be him, or the deputy. And we got Matt Grady, Kevin Slater.
meeting going on down here.
IT is upstairs.
What is it?
Information technology.
Looks like they're having some kind of
So,
meeting up there right
yeah,
now.
So they have secure doors.
Yeah, I see them. The red one's locked. And,
Yeah.
no problem. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Actually, the stairwell in the back of the clerk's office here, that spiral one, does that one go up to somewhere, or is that a restricted access area as well?
Well, honestly, I've never been. I think it probably goes up to them upstairs.
Yeah, it looks like they're locked up.
But we don't have access to anything. The public doesn't have access to anything up there because it's all the computer information people.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they're having a meeting up there with the.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Good day.
Hey there.
How you
What
doing?
can I help you with?
I'm actually just down here working on a story with on the Chemung County building, just what's available in the offices, what the layout looks like. Just getting some photographs in that of the publicly accessible areas. I'm not sure if this office is normally open to the public
Yeah,
here,
it's open to the public.
but
It's really just the main part out there. And these are
and your name is
Missy.
Missy.
Mhm.
What do you do here?
I am a text map technician.
Nice.
So
Oh.
you're doing
Just a story on Chemung County, the building, what's available, to the public, and some people from this county probably never even been to this county building to even see what the inside looks like.
Mhm.
Give a tour, and do a little investigation as well. But that's all. Just getting some photos. What's available down here? Not much in this side of the building. It looks like.
no, not really. Everything's out there that the public is. There's
All right, thank you.
Yep, there's computers out there that they can look up information and stuff.
How you doing? My name's Dan. I'm just working on a story down here on the county building, just taking some video recording and photographs, what's available for the public, and just taking some photos. That's all. I don't actually need any help. I'm just taking some photos of the office and be on my way.
Okay.
Maps. We'll get some pictures of the staircase real quick.
Only takes 1 or 2 pages to get out if you put in the wrong place. And then the whole book's messy.
Do these stairs go up to anywhere, or is this
That does, yeah, it's static stuff, you can't go up.
There's nothing
It goes
there.
up to the back of our IT department.
Alright, so some pretty neat steps. That's about it for the clerk's office here in Chemung County. Nobody here really cares about photos. Seems almost normal here.
No, there you go. Just didn't see you go. I thought you were leaving and didn't see you go.
Yeah, pretty small clerk's office, I guess. There's not much to see here, but pleasant staff too as well. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Let's go walk around this building here. Chemung County Sheriff's Department. Some clean in there. Some clean in there. As neat as we like to see them. So we got the sheriff's department right here. I don't know if these are sheriff's personal cars or if they're just ignoring the sign that says sheriff's only. Oh, this one's a police vehicle. Got lights on it. Somebody's boot in there. Looks like a tight back right there. Be in the back of that one. Paid for by DWI fines down here in Chemung County.
Come around back, I'll show you the inside.
Yeah? Like around the back of the building? Yeah, take a tour.
Is there something specific you're curious about?
No, anything you want to show us, we'll take a tour.
All right.
My name's Dan.
I'm Patrick.
I'm just out here taking some photos in public, and anytime we can get a look inside of public buildings or anything like
Anything
that.
specific of interest or something you write for or anything like that?
No, not really. It just a, it's actually an investigation, a civil rights investigation, make sure nobody's going to violate the First Amendment. But, sometimes the police departments come out and go above and beyond and offer a tour or anything like that. We're more willing to talk to the police as well. So
They're pretty simple. They're all lit up. They're all marked real good. Sorry for this one's a little dirty, right? There's a computer. There's a radar unit over there. It gets certified every year. And we also certify them, or not certify them daily, but they get checked daily. All right, the back is pretty simple. It's just
some of those cruisers up front look pretty crunched compared to that.
It's not as bad as you would think once you're inside.
Yeah.
See, you can try it out.
Have a seat.
It's not that bad. You're a pretty tall fella.
Yeah. No, I meant the cruisers up the cars.
The cars? No.
Yeah, some of them cars look pretty tight.
No.
Compared to that.
It's not as bad as you would think. It looks worse than it is once you get them in there. The back, this is just supplies. You got some cones. There's some flares. Things like that.
Little riot gear in case.
No, it's not really riot gear, but that's just because it's a supervisor's car. And there's my duty gear over there.
This is the cruiser you drive?
Yep, it's a standard issue rifle and a radio. That's pretty much all there is to them.
What about inside? Can we get inside the building? Show us anything about
I can walk you around inside there. You can go back around and go through security, and you can go through the areas where civilians are allowed to, but that'd be it.
No, you can't check out like the fingerprinting station, show us where like breathalyzer machines you guys got, anything cool like that?
I can't get into all of that.
No? Alright.
That's above my pay grade.
Erie County Fam, I thought Patrick Parks here came out to give us a little tour and be friendly. But let's be honest, he was just out here doing an investigation of his own to find out what the Erie County Fam was doing, snooping around, taking pictures of the police cars. And I'll tell you one thing, I hate when cops say,
That's above my pay grade.
And Patrick was cool and all, and not the worst police officer we've ever ran into, but that's an automatic. We're posting that pay grade because we gotta know what is that pay grade that it's above to do that. Take a quick scan through these rest of these guys here. Get up in there. This one's super clean. Super clean. These ones must be brand new. They must not even have got stickered yet or nothing. Look like they all got dealer stuff on them, like they're brand new.
You had like a cell phone keys?
Nope, I left them all in the car.
Alright, come on through.
It's either my
So-
watch or my belt.
It's probably the belt stuff over here.
See? I told you I was gonna do this.
Sir, there's no recording in the building.
Is there a courtroom in here?
What was that?
Is there a courtroom in here?
Yes, it is. Give me 1 second. Okay, thanks. Yeah, there's no recording in the building.
What was the sergeant I was just speaking to? He just came up here and spoke to me through this doorway, and we met around back. Can you grab it for me?
I believe that was Sergeant Parks.
Can you grab it for me? Or?
Yeah, are you still recording?
Yeah, at the moment I am.
Yeah, there's not any recording allowed in the building.
Is there a law on that? Specific
I think
law
it's
on that?
a building.
I understand the court's laws,
Right.
but that includes the courtroom, the hallway connected to the courtroom, but not this lobby.
I believe it does. Is Sergeant Parks over there?
Where? Down here?
Yeah. Just let him know the gentleman that he was showing around back would like to speak with him.
Okay.
Yeah, so it says at all locations within the courthouse, including
Usually
courtrooms,
when
offices,
they have a
hallways.
penal code underneath them when they're laws.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But
Like there's one specifically for courtrooms.
Yeah, but I'm saying it
But
could
that's
be.
not
I think
it.
it's a building policy.
You know, well, policy doesn't trump the Constitution. This is the sheriff's department here?
Correct.
Right.
Let's see if I can get him there. Hey, I was calling to see if Sergeant Parks was down there. Not going, no. Did you find him?
No, just call Sergeant Sullivan, because Sergeant Parks is going out with a call, so.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Bye. On his way back up? So, So, this gentleman would like to know, because I told him there's no recording in the building.
Right.
Because he's recording right now.
Okay.
So he's
Says there's no recording in the building, but I noticed the sign doesn't have no penal code behind it. There's no statute underneath it and that.
Right.
I understand that there's a law for the courtrooms, and I understand the language of the law because I'm very familiar with it. It talks about you can't record in a courtroom, the court offices, or the hallways connected to them.
Right,
So I'm in the lobby right here.
correct.
This hallway may be connected to the court, I don't even know, but I'm good to video record right here, right?
That's a good question.
'Cause, I mean, the signs are kind of misleading, because
Well,
even
the
the laws
sign
that...
says it's all locations within the courthouse, so I would assume that would also mean in the lobby.
That's all.
Hang on.
Erie County Fam on the left here, I got their laminator law that they made up and changed the law a little bit, trying to bully people from not recording in this location. It says all locations on the sign on the left, but if you look at the real law, that's not how it reads. You can pause it here and read over both of them, see the differences.
You got that?
Yep.
Okay. We have a sergeant coming over. I'll talk to you.
Yeah, I was just looking to visit the sheriff's department. I don't need to go to the courts or nothing like that, and maybe the probation department.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
I don't want to video record in the court and violate the court law, but
Right.
that's definitely not the court law. That's just that somebody made that up, and that's not really law of the whole building.
Right, it's not a law, you're right. Absolutely.
Because if you look up the actual court law rule about video recording in the courtroom, it looks like that, but it's a bit different in language.
So is this it?
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, and of course I could be wrong, what we've been told is there's no videotaping of the building. That's what the signs are. It's all locations within the courthouse. And
Unfortunately, what happens sometimes is, someone gets a little zealous and they just want to cover the whole building, but it's constitutionally protected activity to video record your interactions with the police.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm going just to the sheriff's department, or if I got to go just to probation, I should be able to video record in that office. And the law, the actual New York State law, and I've read it many times, I'm very familiar, it doesn't cover a whole building.
Okay, yeah.
It covers the courtroom,
Right.
the hallway connected to the courtroom, so you can't stand outside the court doorway.
Right.
And then it covers the court clerk's offices and offices of the judge, and the hallways connected to that, so you can't stand right outside the hallway, look into their rooms. And once you're out of that realm, that law doesn't apply to like this lobby here, or if I gotta travel to the sheriff's
that,
office.
I don't know, because this is a multi-use building, it's got court, and it's got the sheriff's, and it's got probation. I'm not sure what their rules are with recording.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have one of the sergeants come over, and one of the sergeants from the Chemung County talked to you, right?
Yeah, in the back, yeah. He was just back there.
Okay.
He said I could come through here, but...
He said he was coming back.
Sergeant Parks, yeah. Yeah, no, just a minute.
My name's Dan. I'm just here to visit the sheriff's department office and
You're
the
at
probation
You're
department.
at the sheriff's department right now. Unfortunately, their offices are downstairs.
Like the sheriff's department?
The sheriff's department, the actual sheriff's office is right here.
All right.
And that's by appointment only. You can't just wander in there. And then downstairs is the...
Probation?
No, probation's upstairs.
All right. I'd like to visit the sheriff's department to pick up an officer complaint form, if I can, and a FOIL request form.
Okay.
And I want to visit the probation department. I want to video record my experiences in these offices.
Well,
I know this here says that the whole building, there's no video recording, but the actual law, because this isn't law, there's no penal code on there. The actual law says that I can't video record in a courtroom.
Right.
The hallway connected to the courtroom. Court offices of the hallway connected to the...
Well, the thing is...
I'm not trying to go in that area.
The courtroom is not only the courtroom, but there's also family court in both ends of the hallway. So people are in and out of the hallway and going to and from court, which you can't record people going to and from court. And if you were to happen to pass someone going to and from court, that is against our policy.
Well, policy isn't law, though.
It doesn't matter. It's the policy that is here in the courtroom, or in this facility.
But what would a person be arrested for?
We would ask you to secure your camera.
I'm saying I'm not securing my camera right now, but I'm saying, like, what would a person, I just want to know what the charge would be if you were going to arrest somebody for video recording outside the realm of the law of the hallway connected to the courtroom. Like, I'm standing right here and somebody walks by, I'm in public. I have the right to record in public.
Okay.
And my question is, what would the charge be?
This is all, it's considered a court building, so you can't record in here. The whole building is considered a court building.
The law, the actual law, that court law, doesn't cover a whole building.
Okay. I'm just telling you can't record in here. If you want to talk with the sheriff and see if you want to make, I give you the sheriff's number. He says you can wander through the hallways and down to his place and do that. You can do that.
Can I get a officer complaint form for the sheriff's department?
I don't work for the sheriff's department, but I can.
So you work for the courts?
I work for the courts.
All right, so you're sergeant for the courts?
Yes.
All right. And your name was?
My name is Sullivan, right there.
Sullivan.
There's my information. Hang on one second.
Go back through, get a bowl.
The county attorney.
Just get a bowl of push.
Oh. So I can give you a phone number where you can call and you can contact the sheriff and see if you can get a complaint for him, and you can go from there. If he says you can come into the building and go down to his part of the building and record, then that's totally up to
The sheriff's department is actually downstairs, the offices for the sheriff's department?
Yes.
And probation is up on 3rd floor, you said?
Yes.
And the courts are on 1st and 2nd?
On the main floor here.
Is there a sheriff or a supervisor for the sheriff's department coming still?
I don't know. Apparently they spoke with you already.
Yeah, he spoke. He told me I can come in here, go past security, and record where I can see in here. But these guys are saying I can't, and I don't want to go through if they're saying.
Our policy is that you cannot record on this floor because this is where the courts are.
All right.
Okay.
So if I go down to the basement or the 3rd floor where probation is.
The basement isn't a place where you can just go and wander around.
You can't go down there. It's
No.
not publicly accessible.
It's not public accessible.
So the only thing here is publicly accessible, other than the courts here.
Would be
probation.
Probation. I don't know that you can physically go to probation without an appointment. You can go up and talk to a probation officer.
Well, there's got to be a public lobby where they go to report, right?
There is, yes.
There's probably pamphlets on the walls and everything out there. That's where I'm looking to go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shut my camera off. I'm gonna go up to the 3rd floor. Visit probation. I'm gonna record the office, and I'm gonna be on my way.
Okay. I'll check.
I mean, if you before I go do that, and I get up there, and there's a big bus up there from probation. If you want to talk to the actual sheriff, the supervisor from the sheriff's department, who's probably right in this building, we'll just run that by him, make sure that's good, because back there he said it was good.
They're checking right now to see, because we don't know if you need to have like a reason to be in probation.
Yeah, I do have a reason though. I'm working on a story on Chemung County.
Okay.
And my reason is freedom of the press, First Amendment, protected activity. That's why you guys can't have a policy that trumps in this lobby. And I understand there's rules in the courtroom, but it doesn't contain to this lobby the actual law. I mean, your sign and your policy may, but it can't trump the Constitution. Just like the policy of the courtroom doesn't apply to the sheriff's department downstairs. It doesn't include the sheriff's department that's publicly accessible here or the probation department.
Right, like their offices.
And I already told this is a civil rights investigation, so we're just trying to find out if you guys are violating the Constitution down here.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, I'm going by what my
No, and I hear you, and
says.
everybody's got orders to follow, and that's
Right.
that's sometimes a problem because some of you guys swore an oath to uphold your oath to the Constitution, and you're following orders that prohibit it or restrict it, and that's kind of a problem because what was your oath worth if you did take an oath? I don't know if the court officers do. I know the sheriff's departments do, and any police department or government officials do. I don't know if did you swear an oath? Do you have to swear an oath as a court officer?
I don't
Like sworn in?
I work for the sheriff's department. I swore an oath to the sheriff's department. Yes, I did.
And to the Constitution, uphold the Constitution of the United States, correct?
Correct. Yep.
So this is what this is about. I'm not trying to make a rise out of nobody. I just want to see what publicly is available up there. I want to make sure that I can video record in that office, or if I visit the sheriff's department to get a form. If I'm coming to the sheriff's department here to get a form, I can't go farther than this. I got to be able to get that complaint form from this desk.
Okay, so I can provide you with the phone number for the sheriff's department. You can call them and see what you got to do to get a complaint form. Okay, but I will not let you into this building with your phone recording for our policy.
So, and you're willing to say that out loud? All right.
I said right down on the X-ray here is our court policy by the chief judge saying that we cannot allow you into.
Can I see it?
You certainly can.
I don't want to break no laws, and if the law is the law, but like I said, most signs, like this one, when they have this emblem on them, they usually have a penal code that backs that
But
up.
there's also, organizations also have policies too that can't be broken. They may not be a law, but they are policies that can't be broken. So that's where our policy says you can't come in here with your camera and videotape.
This is the actual law, the court law right here. It says taking photos, filming, and videotaping audio, broadcasting, telecasting in a courthouse, including any courtroom, office, or hallway thereof at any time an occasion without the judge's permission is restricted.
So that just answers your question.
That doesn't cover the probation department.
Okay, I don't work for probation, so I can't tell you what you can
No,
do
no,
for
I'm
probation,
telling you.
but I'm not gonna let you
Like
wander up
I
there and
just
start
said, it covers
recording.
the courtroom, the offices, and the hallways up.
Correct.
So therefore, the sheriff's department, the probation department, and this hallway here, this little lobby, is not
Okay.
covered by this law.
This lobby is covered because we maintain this lobby, so as a court officer, we maintain this, so you can't be recording here.
All right, I'll just wait for the.
Okay, you can step
Sheriff's
outside and
Department.
we'll have them come meet with you, okay?
Yeah, the supervisor in charge said if you're not on probation, there's no reason to go up.
So he's refusing access to probation then?
If you're not on probation,
What sergeant was that?
I don't know his name.
You don't know who he just talked to? And said that I wasn't allowed up there?
I don't know who it is. I don't work for probation.
Oh, you called the probation department, not the sheriff's department.
Correct.
All right.
Through probation. They said
So
if
probation's
you're on probation,
refusing services, and these guys are upholding the law that isn't really a law, and the sheriffs don't want to come down and talk to me. So a sheriff will come out here and talk to me if I wait, or am I just waiting out there for nothing then?
You did talk with someone, they said someone would be out to talk with you, correct?
He took me around back, showed me the inside of the police cars, real cordial, polite guy. And he told me, I asked him if we can get in the building to get some pictures of some of the stuff in there, and he says, no, I can't get you in the backside. You have to go around, go through the security checkpoint, then you can go into the building.
And because this is maintained by the New York State court system, we're telling you, from this point into the building, you can't record.
All right, so my question now is, now that we established all that, am I waiting for a sheriff outside? Is somebody coming or not?
I'll check to see if you want to pick up the phone right out there's a phone you can pick up.
Is that going to dial the 911?
Yes.
I don't want to dial
Because what
911.
it'll do is you talk to them and tell them you need to speak with a deputy, and the deputy will meet with you out there.
The sheriff that was supervisor is not willing to come see me right now. All right.
Okay.
So you guys aren't very helpful down here. You guys are not honoring your oath.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
I guess that's what we got to do. Yeah, is this the Chemung County Sheriff's Department? I'm looking to get a hold of a sheriff. I'm out here in front of the building here. I just talked to a supervisor, but he went back inside, and they're not allowing me to come inside the building to record. And I just want to talk to the sheriff about that. The supervisor? I was waiting out right outside the Chemung County Justice Center, Sheriff's Department. They're refusing me access to the probation department. Correct. My name is Dan. Just Dan, that's all I got. That's correct. Wait. It's not being cooperative if I don't want to waive my Fourth Amendment rights? Wow. Guys, it's being uncooperative by not wanting to waive my Fourth Amendment rights.
I'm Jeff Walker.
You are?
I'm an attorney.
Attorney?
For the county.
All right.
The public parts of the building, so that side is family court.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go in courtrooms.
Okay.
And they've established that the sheriff's department is pretty much appointment only.
Yeah, so what we got is there is the place where the public would come in, they go to the metal detector guys, they would protect the court side. The deputies would protect the other side. The parts people go into are where you would apply for pistol permits or with civil process. Do you know what that is? With people being served and stuff?
Yeah.
It's like here and there. I don't mind you filming there. I don't want you to go into people's offices, but you can stay on the side where the public is.
Yeah, wherever the public accessible areas, and I'd like to also visit probation.
Probation is an appointment only thing. You can't
I just want to go to the office where they got pamphlets on the wall, just take some pictures of what the pamphlets are available. That's all I want. It's publicly accessible. The public's allowed to go there.
They usually don't go there. It's like I don't even go there. I have to be asked to let in.
Really?
And I've got a key fob. Yeah.
Like I mean, if that's the way it is for everybody,
it is. Yeah.
Like, I just want to make sure it's not because of the camera.
No.
And
you can't just freely
walk in. And I'd
in
like
there.
some pictures of the office, just the publicly accessible, the waiting room area, what pamphlets.
You can't even get in there. You have to get unlocked to get into there too.
Right.
there really is.
So that we can go to the.
We'll go to the civil division where people will be process served. I'll take you where the pistol permits are. They're right on the first floor here.
Perfect.
Come on.
And your name was?
I'm Jeffrey Walker.
Jeffrey Walker. You're the man, Jeffrey. Saving the day here.
Yeah. You want not
And then, like,
you're
I
entitled
don't
to.
want to. I don't want to break the law. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to get in the courts.
Don't
If
go
we're in
down
the
there, you know, just
hallways of the courtrooms. We'll shut the camera off. Till I'm in that office. I understand the law, so I just
these
don't
are
want to.
family courtrooms, and they're more private because they have like juvenile delinquent stuff and like
Yeah.
kid stuff. So like those why those.
Yeah,
are
we're not
private.
trying to get in there. I'm not.
The
if
Supreme
if
Court.
people are
there's
walking by the
there's a
halls,
Supreme
generally
Court,
I put the camera up in the air. We ain't taking.
There's Supreme Court in the Hazlitt building, and there's also the courthouse over there. Those are open courts unless they're closed for some certain reason. Family courts have a little more privacy. That's the only reason.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get any pedestrians, really.
Okay.
More or less the building and make sure our rights are respected.
Sure. I'm gonna walk through. You're good. So that's going to the court. We're not going to.
Yeah, we won't go that way.
It's a civil process, so it's like you were needing him some paper served or something like that. These are the things you see.
Yeah,
The public doesn't go back there.
Yeah,
You
small
know, these,
offices.
they're not there. That's the lady, which is usually here.
Just get some pictures of
Yeah,
what's
yeah, you can look
available,
up.
what
This
the
is all-
office
yeah,
looks
this is
like.
all-
I like to sometimes see how decorative the offices are for certain times of the year, you know.
Sure.
I'm not going to reach behind no cameras.
Yes, please don't.
Or counters. Cameras.
Right, that's the side.
And I should do in here.
Stuff like that. That's a little weird these days. This is his home.
How you doing?
He's just constitutional audit. I'm letting him see the areas of the public to get to anyway.
I'm gonna pause it again for the hallway.
That's as far as anybody could get without an appointment.
To the probation department?
Yes, sir. And that's it.
Jeff Brady,
Jeff Walker.
pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
I can't believe that after all this time, we've never.
Yeah, we only talked.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise, thank you so much.
Jeff, how are we doing? Thanks again, right across the
I
street.
very, very much appreciate it.
Excellent.
Hi there, how
How
are
you
you?
doing?
And that's about it for the public stuff. You're welcome to go to the other courthouses or the, I think the county clerk is public.
All right. Yeah, I'm kind of familiar with the law as far as the courtroom laws, and it talks about the courtroom, the hallway connected to the courtroom, and it protects, like, I don't know if I have a card with my email on it.
Well, if not, I mean, I'll write it down and send it to my own email if you don't have one. Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
I'll send it to myself. Hang on. What's your name again?
My name is Dan.
Dan.
And the email is
Ready?
auditing.
Was it with a lowercase?
Yeah, all lowercase. I don't think it matters.
Auditing.
Erie.
Erie, E-R-I-E.
Yep.
Okay.
County. At gmail.com.
Okay. You wanna?
Do you have a business card by chance?
They haven't given me one yet. But,
You're new here?
no, I've been here since October of 20. They just never gave me one, and I don't care.
Yeah. You're the man down here. You saved the day and you saved the county a lot of headache.
I'm trying.
From the people who would have complained about the officers trying to enforce a policy over a law. When some things are constitutionally protected. I try to explain to them like that law for the courtroom covers the courtroom. The hallway connected to the courtroom, so you can't stand outside the courtroom and video into the courtroom. The offices of the courts, but it doesn't cover probation. It doesn't cover the whole building, especially when there's other things. Like if it was a courthouse and it was strictly a courthouse, there was no other offices in here, it would cover the whole courthouse because that's all court.
Yeah,
but here there's other things in here, and they got to be able to accommodate that to the public. Especially somebody on probation should be able to record their probation session, even if they are on probation.
If they want to do that. Well, they would have a right to be in the building. It's a different sort of thing. But I don't know. Like, I'll send you. You said you want an officer complaint. If I forget something when I email you, be like, you forgot to send me this.
Yeah.
Officer complaint and a FOIL request you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could just email me the link if that's the way it goes.
Okay.
But thank you very much.
All right, Dan.
I was a little distraught about coming here. I go all over the state. I go all over the country, and I do audits like this. And I was a little distraught that they were going to hold that down. But you definitely came and saved the day. The constitutional hero today.
I'm trying, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan.
Well, Erie County, that guy just came down and saved this county a big headache. He was much more appreciative about what we're doing down here. He got us in that building when the court officers were stricken that he can trespass somebody in a lobby It's covered by New York state law, but it's not. I've read the law. We read the law. We looked at the law just now. They even pulled it out in front of us. It doesn't cover the lobby, the probation department, the pistol permits. It doesn't cover any of that. So this is Chemung County. Let's go maybe take a peek in that legal room. Give this guy some props. Gorgeous building from the old one. That's the new one. Doesn't look as gorgeous, that's for sure. This building's definitely old. Down here to the Chemung County Treasure. Pop in and take a look. See what the lobby's looking like down here. It's one of those old maps. Chemung County with all the businesses on it. Those are always cool.
These are all of your receipts. Your deed will take about 3 weeks, I believe.
Say it again, I did not hear you.
Your deeds will
Okay.
be in about 3 weeks.
Okay, let's send this package to. Just want to make sure I did the right thing, so. That paper is folded down here.
How you doing? My name's Dan. I'm just working on a story on the Chemung County buildings and offices. Just taking some photos and video recordings of the offices, what's available and that. I don't need any help. I just take a couple of photos. I'll be in and out. All right?
I can't approve that. So if you just hold on one moment.
No, it's okay because it's constitutionally protected. Like anybody has the freedom of the press with the Constitution. So you don't even have to check into it. So you know, as an American, you got the freedom of the press. That means we're allowed to run a camera in public spaces, right?
Absolutely. But
She can go get herself educated here for us. Practically in there.
Pictures of the art building.
Oh, I'm just working on a story of the county building.
Pardon me?
I'm just working on a story of the county building.
For who?
Myself. I was a private journalist.
And you're gonna
Independent.
publish it?
Yeah.
I can't give you the authorization to do that. Can I check with somebody first?
I mean, you could check with somebody to do it. I already got the authorization from James
James.
Madison.
Who's he?
He wrote the Constitution. Right?
Oh.
I got my press pass right here. Freedom of the press. So everybody has the right to run a camera in publicly accessible spaces.
Okay. I don't want to be in it.
There's actually constitutionally protected activity to video record our government employees in the course of their duties. So it's actually constitutionally protected that you can be recorded. But I'm not really here for you. I just get a couple photos and I'm out of here. All right?
Can I have your name?
Yeah, my name is Dan.
What is it?
Dan.
Dan.
Just Dan. That's all I got.
Dan what?
Just Dan.
Why can't you give me your last name?
It's also my Fourth Amendment protected activity to not give an ID out.
So apparently you've done this before?
Oh yeah, I've been to a lot of county buildings.
Okay, so he's just gonna check with the county attorney, make sure that it's all okay.
Who's he?
I called our information guy over there at the Hazlet building.
No, that's cool. Yeah, it's constitutionally protected. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, and I'm not familiar with it, but he said that he's remembered that somebody has done this before. Apparently you're able to film possibly any part of the public.
Yeah, anything that your eye can see from public, you can record. And like, for instance, I'm not here to get a rise out of you guys. I'm really not. I'm trying to be as polite and cordial with you. I'm trying to explain it to you. But like, for instance, in the government area, we have the right to record our government, and that's part of America, checks and balances. But No, I'm not going to any unpublicly accessible areas or anything like that, but as an American, we gotta take pride in that, because say there was some corruption going down in this office. Like, and you didn't like it, but if you said something, you might get fired, demoted, you know, be stuck on desk duty, yada, yada, yada. But the press can come down here and work on them stories, so we have that freedom to. And anything that your eye can see, anything that your eyes can see in public, you can take photos of. And just think of it like this. Just think of Britney Spears. How many less photos would we see of Britney Spears with her bald head if she could just be like, no, you can't take my photo, right? But no, have a nice day. I got everything I need here, and
okay.
you ladies have a nice day.
Okay.
Lots of education. Damn. Looks like we go to the second floor here for this. Let's go get at it on the second floor. Check out that office. Nah, I'm all set. I'm actually just here to get some photos of the office, what's available here, the layout, and that's all. I'm just taking some photo and video recording up here, and I'll be on my way. I don't actually need any help.
Is it for something?
Yeah, I'm a private, independent journalist. I'm just working on a story on Chemung County. I'm just taking some photos of the offices and what's available to the public in publicly accessible areas.
Oh, okay.
All right? Let's take a few photos of this office, and I'll be on my way. Fax numbers list. And
There's a phone conference on your calendar.
I'm sorry, is this office publicly accessible? I don't want to come in here if it's not. Yeah, I just want to get some photos of publicly accessible areas in the building.
Well, we are a confidential office. It is technically publicly accessible.
It is publicly accessible?
I mean, the waiting room is.
Yeah.
This area?
You did?
All right.
Yeah,
I just want to get a couple photos in here, that's all.
What's the? Could you just tell me why?
Yeah, I'm doing a story on Chemung County.
Okay.
Private journalist, independent journalist, and just getting some photos of the office, what's publicly available, what services are, where they are, what it looks like inside these public buildings, that's all.
Okay. Great.
Well, we're the public advocate's office, as it says right there on the door.
We can't get better than that, huh?
It's pretty public.
Right.
On 100 is Jessica Sachs. Then after that,
Well,
please call Dakota.
Gonna have to confiscate, trick or treat. All right, thank you guys very much.
There's also the public defenders, if you go.
Or downstairs.
Or downstairs, but around the corner.
On Lake
All right.
They also have a waiting room that would be public. I think technically I just wouldn't say the rest of the offices are publicly accessible without invite because of the confidentiality of the type of work we do.
Yeah, usually the doors are locked, or there's a sign or something that indicates that they're not. Like, for instance, here, it looked publicly accessible to come here, but maybe you guys were in a meeting, so I just wanted to make sure you guys weren't in the middle of a meeting before I barge in and record you guys all. So, thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Like, we living in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.
That's above my pay grade.